Hello guys, welcome back to DU Scholars YouTube channel. Today we'll be studying about the unit 3 of business analytics. I hope you all have been done with the unit 2 of business analytics uploaded already on the channel. You can visit and check the playlist. Now let's start with the unit 3, getting started with R. R for business analytics. Uh, as you all know that Excel is being used extensively in these terms of analysis and computation of data, but why we are using R is the reason is because business analytics needs to handle a lot huge size of data. For example, if we talk about big data like or the data of stock markets movement in one stock over a period of time, then that the data is so large that an Excel couldn't handle cannot analyze and handle that large amount of data. For that we need an advanced software, which in this course also and for in in general life also, R is extensively used for such kind of huge data, data analysis. So R is basically an advanced software, and it is interface for analysis of big data. So talking about a few features of R, it is basically, one second. So these are some of the topics that we'll be covering in Unit 3, Introduction, Advantages, Installation, and this for the information also. This video is basically about the basic introduction to R and how we'll install. So and the other things that the command synthesis and all that we'll be covering in the next video. So if you are done with the installation part, you must visit next video, because this is a kind of theory class, more of a theory class, and just to know about what is R and how you can install in your computer. So for the person who are just starting with or new to this software, this video is for them. So these are the topics: advantages, installation, importing command syntaxes. These are the more advanced topics that we'll be covering in our more further videos. Today we'll be doing these three topics: introduction, advantages, and installation. Right? So introduction, as I said earlier also, that R is a programming language for statistical computing and graphics. It is successor language of S language. S language was for pehle, it was being used by the uh, people for the analysis, for big data analysis. Now R is the successor language of the S language. The name of this language has been derived from the first alphabet of its developer's name. Developers इनके थे रॉबर्ट जेंटलमैन एंड द रॉज हेलाका. इनका because दोनों का नेम R से start हो रहा था, then they decided to name this language as R only. So R provides many graphical and statistical tools such as linear, non-linear modeling, classification, statistical test, and clustering, etc. These all will be covered in the coming videos. So these all tools are provided in our software, and we'll be studying all these. It runs on various Unix platforms and other systems, including Windows, macOS. You know, the our software runs on almost all the platforms. It includes, matlab Windows पे भी it is comfortable, iOS, Linux, any, matlab almost all is covered. Also, R offers an integrated software facilities, including operators for calculations, intermediate tools for data manipulation, data visualization, storage, and handling facilities. So, data manipulation, visualization, storage, these all can be done via our software. You must have been knowing what is data manipulation. Data manipulation is like if we input some kind of data into any software. Some softwares don't allow to recheck or edit it, in short words. But R isn't like that. If we for example, if we had added 3 rows 4 columns like this data, and we want ki there should be a more single column or more single row after us a particular column or row, then we can manipulate that kind of data and we can edit it. There is no restriction on editing of such data. Data visualization is very beautifully done in R. uh, Data storage can be done in any form. We can export data to any kind, be it Excel, SPSS, any format, CSV file, any kind of file we can you know export data and import as well. So R is fully developed language and consists of various loops, conditionals, other inputs, output function. This is the reason it is popularly known as R environment. So it is a fully developed language since it is like uh, it supports all type of statistical operations. Just we need to know the few commands and syntaxes and how we use that. Everything output and everything would be done by R on itself. So we give inputs to the R in the form of syntax, and R returns us the output as results in the environment. Okay. So now talking about the advantages. Advantages of R is statistical excellence. Of course, it supports every kind of statistical function, be it mean, median, mode, standard deviation, dispersion measures, range, standard deviation, I said, skewness, kurtosis. Every possible statistical tool is, supported by R. It is a open source software. We don't have to pay anything for it. We can openly access this software. Then there is extensive libraries in R. Extensive libraries is very important, aspect of R. It talks about basically why we are using R is the one of the reason why it is the libraries because of which we are using R. I mentioned it earlier also that because Excel can't handle very huge amount of data because it start to lag after a point of time. But in R we can install some packages, use them and uninstall them. So it is the one of the major advantage of R that it doesn't hang with the large data because the packages or anything we library packages we are installing, we can put it in our libraries, install them, use them and then uninstall them, just like we do it for our apps. It is like that. So our software doesn't lag in between, and for analysis it is smooth functioning, right? Cross platform support, as I mentioned, that import and export of data into any platform is possible, be it Excel, CSV files, SPSS, anything. Versatile data handling and powerful graphics, highly active community. Community part is very advantages for every person. When I'll tell you about the installation partner, वहाँ पे we have the option of community. Our community is there, open community is there. If you are facing any problem or issue with the R, you can just put up your query there. The experts or the fellow community members will answer your query and you will get solved with your query, right? Parallel and distributed computing. It means that for languages like C++, I'm not aware, but I know that a basic of them, that if we have to, input whole code is first to be input, then we can view the results. But in R it is not like that. We can hand to hand get the output as and when the input is provided. It is interpreter based execution, same as parallel distributed computing, compatible with other programming languages, be it Python, C++, Java, anything. Machine learning capabilities, interaction with databases, right? Now let's start with the installation part. So first we have to, with R, there are two softwares we need to install. R is the language, as I told you from the start of the video. R is the programming language. It is not the interface. It is interface, but it is not user friendly interface. We'll not be working on R software, but we'll be working on RStudio software, which is more user friendly. And in our curriculum also RStudio is mentioned, and we'll be following that only. So guys, installation part, we have to see. First of all, we have to go to the website cran.r project download. On this website, we'll see the option of downloading R for Windows. You have to just click it on, then the installation part will begin. I have since downloaded it, so I'm not downloading again. Second is the downloading of R Studio. For same R Studio website is there right here. You have to go for this R Studio desktop, and it'll it's downloading and taking time to load. Yeah, so it's the R Studio website. We have to download R right from here. Download R Studio for desktop, and the download part will be there. If you are Mac user, you can download right here from here. Here's the other links to download. But for Windows, it is from right here. You can download it, and it will appear like a blue color ka sync, blue color ka icon. You can see it from here. It is something like this. So when we open this, it will appear. It will take some time. Yeah, it is opening. So it is the interface of the R. Actually, I recorded first. The voice wasn't there. I'm recording again. Okay, so this is what we will get when you open the R software, right? So first of all, we'll see this first thing. What are they four called? First one is the script area, where we'll write the all our syntaxes and everything, all our commands. This is the environment area, where our output or the result will be available, shown and displayed by the R. This is the console area, where बहुत कुछ लिखा हुआ है, but you can just remove it just by clicking on this broom. This is the console area, where you will see the arithmetic operations being conducted, and every possible output. That is, the working notes type of thing is there. It's called console. These are the packages that I told you about, that packages we can install and reinstall everything. These are all the statistical or and other graphical uh, packages that are being installed in the R. This is called the plot area. Okay, so formation of synthesis ka first point, just for the information purpose, that we use less than and dash as is equal to for formation of synthesis in the R language. And for running the command, we press control enter. Here it is unexpected error is coming, just because we haven't put any data right here. That I will do in the next very class. I'm just telling you about this is the is equal to symbol. We don't use is equal to like this. We can, but it can kind of creates confusion later on stages. So we avoid using it is equal to like this. We use is equal to like this. And for assignment of value, we use dash and greater than sign for the assignment of values. That this is the very first topic that we'll be covering in our next video, assignment of variables. Okay, so and the very most important part that we have to look into, and it is very important, is the saving part. Because आप सबने सबका सब काम कर लिया, but you don't know how to save, or you don't know where it is going. So this is very trouble situation that teachers won't find you. So सबसे पहले set the working directory and save the file, so that you don't end up messing things around. Alright, go to, first of all, for setting, we'll set up the working directory. We'll go to the session. Here it is the option of setting the working directory to any. We can choose the directory right from our pane right here. Set up wherever you want. I prefer setting up in my C drive. I've already created one. Here is the right R files. I'll create one more just to show you that we have to just create a folder R, right, any name you can give, and then click on open. I want to show you the syntax that it shows. Right here is the code that it set up the working directory. Set the working directory in the C drive in name as R. So whatever you will name, wherever you will save, the working directory code will be set up automatically, right? So this was all for today's video, and the next video will be starting professionally with the R, where we'll be covering the topic of assignment of values, vectors, scales, lists, every possible concept that is going to be covered in your exams and tests will be covered in this channel. So make sure you subscribe to this, like and share with all your college mates, your college group, so that no one misses any possible video of this topic, because it is very important part of your curriculum, and it is very important for your further jobs profiles as well. So you can even add as a technical skill that you know how to use R in your resume as well. Okay, so hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe the channel, and if you understood everything and you have successfully set up the R Studio in your laptop or your computer or on your PCs, make sure you comment that I have done it, so that I know that all you are in sync with me and following the path that is being told to you, right? So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.